What was the best revenge you've ever gotten? When my father abandoned us for his secretary, he left my mom to raise 3 kids on a teacher's salary. I was 16, my brother Noah was 14, and my little sister Grace was only 8. The secretary, Heather, was barely older than me and loved flaunting their relationship all over social media. Mom worked overtime, picked up summer school classes, and even delivered groceries on weekends just to keep us afloat. Meanwhile, Dad moved into a beachfront condo with Heather and started posting about their luxury vacations and shopping sprees. He'd skip child support payments, claiming business was slow, while buying Heather designer bags and jewelry. The few times he bothered to see us, he'd bring Heather along. She'd sit there scrolling on her phone while he lectured us about how we needed to understand that sometimes people fall out of love. Grace would cry every time they left, asking why Dad loved his new family more than us. One weekend, Dad called to cancel Grace's birthday dinner last minute, said he had an emergency work trip. That night, Heather posted pictures of them at a resort in Hawaii. Grace spent her 9th birthday sobbing into Mom's arms. I started documenting everything. Every missed payment, every canceled visit, every social media post showing their lavish lifestyle while we struggled to buy school supplies. I created a spreadsheet tracking the money he owed us versus what he spent on Heather. For 2 years, I gathered evidence while watching Mom work herself to exhaustion. She developed tremors in her hands from stress. Noah had to quit the basketball team to work part-time at a grocery store. Grace stopped asking about Dad altogether. Then I discovered Dad had put Heather through college, paying her full tuition while telling us he couldn't afford to contribute to my college fund. That's when I knew it was time. I had an internship at a law firm that summer. One of the partners specialized in family law. I showed her my documentation, the spreadsheets, photos, everything. She was impressed by my organization and offered to help pro bono. We filed for back child support with evidence of Dad's hidden assets. Turns out, he'd been transferring money to secret accounts to avoid payments. He'd also fraudulently listed Heather as an employee at his company to pay for her expenses with business funds. The judge was not amused. Dad tried claiming ignorance, but my spreadsheets proved he'd systematically avoided supporting us while maintaining a luxury lifestyle. The court ordered him to pay all back child support with interest, plus penalties for fraud. The best part? The IRS got involved. Those business write-offs for Heather's work expenses triggered an audit. They found years of tax fraud. Dad lost his company. The beachfront condo was seized. Heather left him the day his assets were frozen. Last I heard, she's dating some finance guy in Tampa. Dad had to move into a studio apartment and take a job working for his former competitor. Mom used the back payments to finally fix up our house and take some time off to rest. Noah rejoined the basketball team and got a college scholarship. Grace started smiling again. I ran into Dad at a coffee shop recently. He looked aged, wearing a worn suit instead of his usual designer clothes. He tried to hug me, saying he was proud of how smart I'd become and that he always knew I'd do great things. I just smiled and said, "You're right, Dad. I learned from the best. You taught me exactly who not to be." Then I walked out, leaving him with his cold coffee and regrets. The child support payments still arrive on time now, every single month without fail. Turns out, all it took was a daughter with a spreadsheet and a grudge to make him finally act like a father.